So why we're here, cross stitch, because it's my main hobby. I do also quilting, but that's in my storage locker right now because I live with a lot of people. No room. I have a table. So, well, first, we might as well just start off with what I'm working on currently. Happens to be like, I think 5 projects. I used to be a monogamous stitcher, but I found Flosstube, and then I realized I can get a lot more done if I do more projects at once. And then Facebook happened. I joined more cross-stitch groups. More stitching means more challenges completed, which means more projects get completed. That's how that goes. I do have some FOs, but I'm not going to show those until I actually do finish them because I've got the fabric, I've got the trim, and I got the stuffing. Just no time. So, well, let's just get on with the WIPs, shall we? We'll start with the one that I currently tried my first time gridding. I have dyscalculia. I can't even say it. Numbers and me don't get along. Let's just put it that way. I cross stitch and me and numbers just no. So it's one thing that helps me do it anyway. Do I mess up stitching? Do I just go with the flow? So this one is a small from Dimensions. It's called Dragonfly Duo. So far I've got this one right here. You can tell the gridding. This washes out with hot water. It's one of those marking pens. So when this is done, this is all not going to be here. Yes, I use a hoop. I use hoops. I have a problem with my left hand. So I used to have a floor stand, but everything broke. So I have no room for another one. So it's just gonna have to wait. So no hates for yet. So that's, I think all that's left here is the back stitching and me doing the half stitch border. And then this will be an FO. Now that it's on camera, maybe it'll get done. Okay, next one I was supposed to finish last year, but then I figured, hey, no, I'm doing it for my sister. It's, I'll put a picture up here. It's called Caroling. I bought I go thrifting a lot. It's a Muppets charts from 1994. Yeah. So, and this fabric also was thrifted. I don't know. It came in a baggie. I don't know what it is, but it's a 14 count. It's really soft. It's really pretty. It's supposed to be for a bread cover. So I was like, hey, my sister uses a lot of bread. We both like the Muppets. So, hey, here we go. It's really pretty. Comes with this lace trim. Ooh, look at that. And you can't tell that's Kermit. Yep. So it's really soft. I like it. It's really nice and pliable to work with. Yep. This is definitely going to get worked on a lot more. Hopefully done by Christmas. Don't hold me to that. And deadlines. Numbers don't. No. They just don't work. Next one was also another find that I found at a thrift store. This one is Salvation Army. That one was good. Those two were Goodwill. Found a lot of good thrift stores here in Arizona. This one was partially started, but when I looked at it, it was started the wrong way. Not count-wise. It was really pretty, but fabric-wise. I'll show you what I mean. It's called Love Conquers All by Janlin. I had to look it up. It didn't have the floss, so I had to go get the floss, which didn't have to be converted, which was awesome. Oh, I love that. I can just take the numbers and go get it, and there you go. Thank you, Joanne's. This is how you stitch it, and when it's done, it goes like this. It's going to be in a diamond shape. When I found this part here was done like this. So half of it was already over here, And then the other bird here wouldn't have fit, and neither would the words that are going to come across. Again, show a picture of what it's supposed to look like. Here, maybe. Do a Vanna White. Just do a Vanna White thing. Yeah. Here. So I'm on. I got half a page done so far, and I should be able to get a page finish hopefully by May, because I've got plans. I'm gonna get some of these projects done by May to make room for more, because I'm nuts. Thank you, Jen. This is for you. No. These, I normally do stitch things for other people, so. But this is a gift for somebody else. I don't know who the dragonfly is for. I just figured, hey, it's small. Another one is another big project I got I found another website by another cross stitcher on Flosstube named Stitching Jewels. Love her. It's great. She does big projects like I do. I love the BAPs. We're all about BAPs. BAPs, smalls, hates. I learned all this terminology from Flosstube. I didn't even know what an FFO was. I love being educated. So, I found this site called Scarlet Quince, and I found 3 patterns. This is the first one I started last year's for Stitch Mania, which was, this one's called All Is Vanity. I did meet my goal last year of 1 page finish on the project. Now I started 2.5 on January 1st. This is as far as I've gotten. I do have stitch counts, I just don't remember them. If you're in the stitching quest for the One Ring Facebook group, you can follow on the Mordor, all my stitching. I think I've shared it right. I think I'm on leg 5 now. I've put in over 10,000 stitches that I know of. That's all I do. Music, YouTube, stitching. Life. Shopping. I have a little shopping in there. So, this is All Is Vanity, what I've gotten so far. Yes, the fabric is a little bigger than it's supposed to be, but when you don't know how to measure stuff correctly, you think this is 2 inches, but it's really an inch. This is the first page, and then I've connected the 2.5 or 2.25 pages into one. I print it out and then tape it. I do everything on a magnet board, so. But it's all my magnet boards have my patterns on them, and you can't see those, so. Yep, this is all I've gotten so far. And I'm hoping to get these 2 page and a quarter done by May. So for Maynia, I can get the 3rd page. I'm gonna go across here. This is the ending of the picture. I want to finish all this so I can start down here for the 2nd page. And then it's gonna go to about here, I think. This is 16 count. It's 16 count Ada. I think color's Beach. I got it from the stitching shop. I'll put a link in the description for all this stuff. I'll leave the link. Description. Just go to the description. Go shopping. Let's be all shopping. Next. Very popular. I love challenges. This has a lot of half stitching, so it's a lot of stitching, but a lot of when you have to do counts for challenges, you have to divide, and it's just like you think you do so much, and then you just don't. But you get more done. Because of that, because she covered so many challenges, I've gotten very far on her, so I'm like halfway done with her. Maybe 3/4. I only got like a page and a half left, I think, on her. I'll just show a picture of her and all her gloriousness. It's right here, I think. Everything's just going to go right over here near my skull lotion. Yeah, I love skull lotion. Hey, Pebbles. Just say hello, Pebbles. Thank you. Here's the progress. This is the first video. Who knew? And this is where I am. This is where she's at. Again, poop. Ain't gonna matter. I wash and press everything. Wash, press, frame, pillow. That's all I know how to do. For now. So here we go. Up close. You can tell where I'm working it. Yep. All that stuff. She's gonna go to a nice home too. Because she ain't staying here. So, that's all my current WIPs that I have. Now, Jen's probably screaming, show us what you have planned. And I'm like, yeah, I'll show you. Hang on a second. Now, the project I have for when I'm done with the dragonfly is this little cutie here. It's, I love dimensions kit. I love kits because I don't have to measure. Everything's there. But I have found that kitting up stuff is also very fun now. Who knew? The only hard part for me is figuring out the dimensions. Cross stitch humor. For actual fabric length. As evinced by my attempt at all is vanity. Having more means more projects later. So, when the Dragonfly Duo is over, I'm going to be doing Robin's Nest, which is a Gold Collections Petite. Here it is. I'll be doing this little cutie. A cutie patootie when that's done. Probably won't wait till May for that one. Because that one's just gonna be quick. Just gotta do the border, do the back stitching. I don't do French knots. I do beads because I love beads. I just love beading. Just love it. Can't stop me from doing it. So when it comes to French knots, beads. All right, Maynia plans. Yeah, I'm nuts. I decided, hey, you know what? Instead of just doing, 1 or 2 BAPs, let's go for 20. Probably not 20. My bank account. So, as many as I possibly can as many as I possibly can do. Now, 2 of these I did kit up last year for my birthday. But I was like, oh, you know what? I got too many projects. Which is true. I was still learning to read the Scarlet Quince patterns. Is it really tiny? And I decided, hey, instead of working at 14, let's try 16. And now I'm like, you know what's better than 16? Smaller. You know what's not good? Your eyes. So I gotta wait to work on a few projects. But I went to the thrift store, as I normally do, and I got some great patterns that I'm going to start for Maynia. 4 of which are these cuties here. Now, they've already been kitted up for me, which was absolutely wonderful, because I've never done anything like this before, so kitting these up would be like... So, I've got 4 Seasons Stitching Club's Winter by Elizabeth's Designs. I don't know if these are completely out of print, how old these are. I just know that these little notes is the fabric that this one is going to be used with 28 count cashel. It's got all the it's got all the floss and everything for this one here. That's winter. Autumn is started, but I don't know what happened. This is also, I guess, 28 cashel. I think all of them are. Yeah. It's got notes. They left me notes. How wonderful, these people. Believe me, notes. I didn't know anything about fabric until Flosstube. I was like, hey, it's got holes. I can stitch on it. But the stitching on this one, I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. Is coming undone. So I'm just going to rip it out and start all over. This one does not have all the floss, so I'm going to have to get the floss for this one. This is the autumn one. Those pumpkins are adorable. Yeah, I'm used to doing kits, because when you're growing up in the 90s, poor, you save up for a kit. So, and I'm not not a little girl. Not a little girl anymore. Summer. This one came in a bigger baggie. Again, with the fabric and the floss already picked out for me. So here's summer. These are all going to be started in May, so that's going to be good. These look like they're going to be quick. And again, once again, get that, I think it's the 28 count casual, because they all look similar, it's just different shades of the same shade. If you actually know, you can just leave a comment below and let me know. I could be wrong. I just know it's tiny. And it's going to be tricky. This one, and they all have the charms, too. So, it's all here. Each kid has all their charms and everything. But here's spring. Just look at those little flowers. I love the little bunny charms in this one. Pumpkins in the autumn. I love the little beehives in the summer. And the winter one, I like the flowers. I haven't done anything with that before, so that's going to be interesting. Then, along with that find, this one also happened to be there. I opened it to take a look at it. I couldn't help myself. I've never done a sampler in my life. I've always wanted to do one. But I was like, yeah, whatever jumps out at me, I don't know. For whatever reason. Just jump off the deep end and go, right? This one, completely unopened, completely kitted out, and I researched it, and I was just like, wow, why would anyone want to get rid of this? Well, here in Arizona, there's only one or two reasons. One, he's no longer with us. Two, someone is no longer with us. Who knows? My win. So this is the Mercy Hopkins sampler from the Williamsburg Company. Found out this was printed in 1997, the year I graduated high school. You can age me that way. Better time than that, because look at that. Look how pretty that is. Am I right? And how could you not, with all that floss already in there? I've already checked out the fabric. I'm like, wow. Gotta get my free check, because, yeah. But it gives you a little story and everything, and I'm like, wow, you can only get this in Williamsburg? And I used to live in Virginia, and I've been to Williamsburg, and it's a really great place. Beautiful. Love history. Love history. So, when I saw this also came with another kit that must be out of print because it's 80s is, oh, get out. So that's also going to be started. This one I'm probably going to keep for myself because one, it's history. Two, it's a sampler I've never done before. I usually keep my firsts. Usually. Unless someone specifically really wants it. Because I never do anything twice. I just like keep making stuff and moving on and doing other things, challenging myself, doing bigger, better things, keep going. So this one I'm probably going to keep for myself unless someone I know really, really, really wants it. Or I find another sampler that I really want and make it and then just change it out. But yeah, that's going to get started. That's probably May 1st start. Because I really want to try it. I've never done a lot of the specialty embroidery stitching before. That's also why I'm going to start the little ones, because you learn by doing. I learn by doing. I can watch all I want, like, oh, okay. Oh, got it. Got it. Don't ask how my cooking's going. Next start is a kit I got from thestitchery.com. Again, link in the description. I shop online mostly because Michaels and Joanne don't carry a lot anymore. So live and learn. This one is either Russian or Romanian. The instructions do come in English. So I know how to get rid of some of this stuff. But I saw it, and I'm like, I love nature. And it's been in my stash for a while, so sorry for the crinkling. It's a Luca S. It's a Luca S kit. Flosstube, you know who that is, I'm guessing. It's a Zweigart Magic Grid. I believe 18 count. Moldova. It's from Moldova. Made in Moldova. I have to look on a map where that is. But it uses Anchor. I've never used Anchor threads. It's always been DMC. I've never used silks. I've never used anything but DMC. So when I came and said, oh, it's with Anchor, I'm like, oh, why not? And so far, this kit's pretty cool. I think this is actually a better kit than, say, Dimensions or Janlin, because look at that setup right there. It actually just shows the symbol and not the color. So that's great. And you can see the I'll take it out, but you can see the pattern. But yeah, it's Magic Grid. I have to it came with instructions where I have to use really, really hot water to get the grid out once it's done, but it's full coverage, if you can see it. Just look at that scene. I'm from Minnesota, so diving off a dock right here, perfect. Especially in the summer, warm water. Just hope no fishies bite my feet. Because they bite. Especially a woman who loves sharks. Yeah. So this is also going to be starting in Maynia because I've never used Magic Grid, and I think maybe if someone else does the gridding for me besides me, because I will miscount anything beyond 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It's also why I haven't started Haid yet. Now, for these two, these are the two I kitted up last year. I was going to start on my birthday, but again, I was doing other projects, especially I was doing this other black work. So I didn't want to start anything too big. It's like, oh, too many projects. Oh my god, I won't be able to do it. And, not anymore, because I found Etsy. I've got to stay off Etsy. Because once I found this website, it's Unconventional X, or Unconventional Cross Stitch. Look her up. Look at the description. If you're into macabre stuff like I am. Can't tell, can you? She's got some great stuff. I mean, great stuff. A few of the patterns I bought from her. I'm glad I did because she took them out. This one I know is still available in the shop as of right now. It is called Infernal Heart. I show you the printout, but my printer didn't print out really good. It doesn't have a background, so what I chose. I forgot to take it out. What I chose for that one, I went to 1, 2, 3 Stitch because why not? I fell down that rabbit hole. I chose this beautiful 16 count. I think this is Stormheart. Look at this. Ugh! My favorite color is purple. Dark purple. And then it would be a dark teal as a second and red as third. But of course it has to be paired with black. So that Infernal Heart, which I've shown already, is going on this. Because it has no background, all of this is going to show, and I think the reds and the oranges are really good on it. So yeah, that's good. That beauty is huge. And from what I read from the chart, no combination threads either. So that should be fairly quick. Now Jen's probably screaming, show them how you set it up, how you organize your stuff, because You got a labeler. I'm a labeler enabler. Actually, I got the enabling for labeling from Jen. See, it's a trade-off. It's what friends do. So, I saw these because I move around still a lot. I'm not in my permanent home yet. I don't have a craft room, so I have to store things properly if I want to keep them relatively in the general vicinity of my being. So I saw these last year when school was about to start, and the school starting at Walmart. This little baby. See? And then I just show you the side that doesn't have the label on it. I label it here with the name. I label it here with the name in case I need to either store it like this on the shelf or like this on the shelf. I also have the lid with the name on it. In case the lid pops off, I know which project it goes with. It just opens like this. And it came with all these little thingies in it. So then I just label them. I label each of the flosses, and then I label each of the flosses with what number to what number would fit in here. Any extra floss goes up in this long little tubey here. So when the bobbin runs out of that number, I just roll it up and put it back in the bin. And then what goes in the bin also goes with the hoop I'm going to use for the project, along with the fabric. And then I just put it back in here, and it goes back down here. See how that works? It's nice and tidy. I'm just ashamed that I didn't pick up more of them, because that would have been helpful. But I pick up any storage unit I possibly can, where I can. Usually, thrifting. Oh, I love things when it gets a discount. So that's also how this next pattern from Scarlet Quince. I bought 3. Remember, 3. I started 1. All is vanity. Number 2 on my list was Tintern Abbey. Again, history, architecture. This was just art. And I'm like, oh, I gotta do it. I just gotta do it, right? So here's a picture of it. Here, of what Tintern Abbey is. I'll just link to Scarlet Quince, and you just go down the rabbit hole. I'll give you the little bottle, drink me, and just go. Just go. And if you're already a very veteran on Flosstube, you probably already have. And I'm encouraging you, because I'm an enabler. This one is similar in setup to the Infernal Heart. Again, the same tote with the same same little biggies in here, labeled as before. I usually start with the first top one. Usually starts with whatever's like black or white, because I don't label those 310 or 11000001000001. I just like black. So that starts either white or black, and then it goes to a number. And then we got the same number of those. We got like 4 or 5 of those in here. But Scarlet Quince, it's got combination threads. So what I did for that, for my enabler sense, you just take out the hoop. There's a lot of blue and green in the pattern. I match. I use baggies. Baggies on a ring. And I'll usually just cut a length of both colors. And I love Scarlet Quince because they already have you can just buy the labels for already. They just got the symbol of everything and just put it on here. Cut a length of what I'm using. Put it in the baggie. Just look at the baggie. I'm like, oh, okay. And then just go to the tub. There you go. But because this requires lots of baggies, requires 2 rings of baggies. That's a lot of combo breaker. Combo breaker. Let's stick the hoop back in here. Let's stick this back down here. Because the fabric doesn't fit inside, I put it with the pattern. Now for the Etsy pattern, I printed it out and put it in a nice little folder here. So I cut the fabric with it. Again, dust cover. This is 16 count, I believe, Lagoon. And I bought at the same time, I bought the Storm Heart for the Infernal Heart on 1, 2, 3 stitch. But look at that. It's just, it's full coverage, so a lot of this isn't going to be seen, but when I go to frame it, I'm going to leave like a 1-inch border around it and frame it that way, because like, so then that way I can showcase this beautiful, beautiful, look at that. Just look at that. Just look at it. Now, so far, the last two Maynia starts I plan on doing came from the thrift store. First one here, I'll show you again. This is what I do. I store things. One side's one side, one side's the other. Is this little dream here, the Jan Lynn kit called Sweet Dreams. Now in the pattern, it also has the words for Sweet Dreams in French. I love language, so I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to put it in French. But I love rats. I love hamsters and gerbils. I just love little thingies. Is the other Jan Lynn kit. This was an actual kit. What I do is I take out the kit floss and I abominate it, label it, store it. That way I don't lose it. Like I lost the beads from Enchantress. I hadn't done that yet. But I already have beads anyway, so. I forgot what this one was called. But I'll name it right here, or here, or here. But my sister saw this, she's like, that is so 80s, I need it. So I was like, okay, I will make it. The one downside of this one uses metallic thread. And that filament. I hate that stuff. It frays so bad. It's like, oh, but it makes it so pretty. So all this down here, if you can't tell, is going to be with the gold metallic. This around the nice words. What do the words say? Without dew and light, flowers fade. Charity and love are the dew and light of the human heart. But she's right, though, with all those pastels and everything. That is so 80s. And we're 80s babies, so that's also getting me a May start. This one's probably not going to take as long, because if you look without the backstitching doesn't take me very long unless it's Celestial. Celestial took me 44 hours of backstitching. 44 hours. No beads, no French knots, just backstitch. Never again, Jan Lynn. Never again. So that's all my starts and my plans so far. Now, I don't know if I'm going to find anything else at a thrift store, because I go once every 2 weeks just to see what they got. You know, you never know who's downsizing, who's had an estate sale and nothing sold, and they just go. Or when I go out up to bigger cities, because where I live, it's very country. There's only 4 thrift stores in town. 2 of which are very small. Like, I'm very lucky. I found the Sweet Dreams one at the Humane Society's thrift store. One that helps the local, and all funds go to the local Humane Society where I got my puppy. So, always about helping them out. Now, plans for the future. When I get my own place, eventually, I plan on getting a floor lamp with a magnifier and a scroll frame so I can start doing Hades. Because, talk about a rabbit hole. I bought 2 for Jen, you've seen, because I was like, oh, she wants those? Okay. Because I was shopping for myself anyway. I'll put up a picture of the ones I bought for myself. This one I bought because, if you haven't noticed, I'm a huge Tool fan. I went to both concerts here in Arizona. Love music. What she mentioned, what I was planning on doing with my Hades, was songs that particularly I love. I'm going to embroider, backstitch the lyrics to the picture, and then I'm going to frame it. They're not getting sold. They're strictly for me. They're going to be quoted. For the band and the song title and band are going to go right at the bottom. I'm not going to claim it as my own poetry, but music plays a huge part in my life, and these particular pieces I chose to go with the music because So the 3 songs I chose for this one was called Tempest. I'm putting the lyrics to Tempest on said piece once it's done. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I know it's backstitching. I just don't know what color or what font I'm going to use. Because I have a ton of font books and alphabet books in my stash. So I'm just going to go and pick one. This one is called Guardian of Light. Here. I'll leave in the description. I will leave a link to each of these patterns in case you want to use them or do them yourself. This one's going to have the song Numa from Tool on it. Again, music, Tool. And the third one that I got from Jen for Christmas, it's the same one she bought herself, Toil. Picture here. It's going to have the song Sober stitched by Tool. I do love other bands and other music, but those 3 stood out to me with those 3 songs because those 3 songs just fit me. And then once I'm done with them, that song is going to be forever on my wall. Now, Sober, because that's the first song I ever really connected with Tool, and not when I was, I'd have to say 14. So it's been like a long time. So, what better way to commemorate them, right? Yeah. So those are the 3 Hades that I'm going to do for sure. Now, if you've been to Hade, you know that they have free charts, so I got all those free charts too. But those are going to get done eventually. None of them really sung to me, nothing, but music, Hade, I think goes hand in hand, don't you think? There's plenty of other songs I planned to probably embroider onto other future Hades, but yeah, they're pretty big and pretty long, so that's going to be a while. And, that's it for me for now. Heck of a long video for my very first video. Hope you enjoyed this, Jen. This is your fault. This is all your fault. I know I didn't really introduce myself all that much. Not much going on. My name's Athena. I thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this little parade. All my little antics, because I'm socially awkward. Even at my age. I don't know if this is going to be weekly, bi-weekly, because I'm constantly just doing stuff and living with 7 other people in the house. It gets chaotic, especially when 2 of them are teenagers. We've got stuff going on, so don't hold me to a strict schedule. Let's just put it that way. I'll be as on time as I possibly can. I don't know if I'm going to do any stitch with me's. I don't know if anyone would really want to see me stitch. I'm more than happy if you want to see me stitch, just let me know. I'm a fast stitcher, so I do have another YouTube channel I do with my sister and sometimes with the children. We have a video game channel called Hot Plan of Action. If you like some not kid-friendly content, go ahead and give us a watch. Who knows? We also translate manga and read it. Because we're nerds in this house. Proud.